Hey everyone, and welcome to the first video I've posted in almost 3 months. So this is the project I've been working on in those 3 months, and I'm finally going to release it to the public. So this project is called Survivor, and it's a survival game in which you're trying to get to level 100 in 30 in-game days. Each action also takes up time, and you also have to make sure not to die and to keep your hunger up. And there are different actions you can do at every turn. So there are also different weapons, but I'm not going to be showing all of them, just in case some of you want to play without any knowledge of how the game works. So there is a slight tutorial at the beginning, but just to sort of explain it better, I'm going to actually play the game, at least the beginning of the game, and tell you some of the strategies you should do. If you don't want to hear this, go to the timestamp on the screen right now, and you'll skip past all of the tutorial. But otherwise, I'm going to start. So as you'll notice, it'll ask you, are you a new or old player? So if you are logging back in after a game, you would choose old player. But since I'm not, I'm showing how a game would begin. I'm actually a new player. If you just put in your username and password for this, I'm just going to put an and symbol. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to kill myself off at the end of the game. So as you'll notice, there's like an explanation. You're a traveler who's seasoned to become a powerful fighter. You have to collect weapons and improve your skills to become the best fighter. Your goal is to reach level 100 to succeed. Certain weapons are rarer than others. I believe it's actually 90 days. My bad. Yeah, I think I changed it to 90 days just to make it a bit easier. Okay, so as you can see, we have the current time, the date, which is currently day 0, our total points, our level, our health and hunger, and we have our skills here. So generally at the beginning of the game, I recommend you start with skills because you do need a decent attack and defense, otherwise you're not going to be able to fight anything. So I recommend just getting the strength up to maybe 60 or 70, and you should also get your defense up. This does take about 5 hours of in-game time, but it's worth it later on. Okay, after this, you will need to get your hunger back up by doing a little hunting session. So during hunting, the animal will have a certain amount of health, you'll have a certain amount of health, and then you can choose between attack, rest, and run. Generally, at the beginning of the game, I would just go for attack, but I'm going to be demonstrating each one of the options here. First of all, you can attack, and you'll do some damage based on how high your strength level is. You can also rest and heal some health, although the animal will almost definitely deal more health to you than you heal. And thirdly, you can run, but I don't actually have a speed right now, so I believe it's impossible for me to escape. I'm going to finish this off and show that when you do eventually defeat the animal, you will get your hunger back up to full. So, as you can see, our health went down, so if we want to regenerate, we do R, and it says rest and regenerate. And our health will go up by a little, and we can keep doing it until our hunger goes below a certain amount. And see, I'm just going to go back to 102. And another thing you can do is you can fight and level up. So when you hunt down an animal, you do get a certain amount of XP, but it's nothing compared to the amount you will get from fighting and actually leveling up that way. So before you do that, I recommend you get a weapon. So what you want to do, oh, I actually got lucky there. So there's a 30% chance of getting the rubber weapon from a weapon search. And yeah, it's noted as 1. I am going to be making this look a bit better. But hey, this is still sort of in development. As you can see, it does write rubber here. It's just the display message says 1. I will be fixing that. Okay, so after this, before you go and fight, I highly recommend you actually get your speed skill up a little, just in case. Oh, and you'll notice actually the speed doesn't go up that much. A 1 speed is actually very good, so we'll just get the speed up a little. I'd say maybe up to 0.1. And then you can try fighting. You notice your opponent has a lot of health. So before you do this, I recommend you also get your defense up. In this case, I don't think I can beat him. He only does 3 damage, but he does have a ton of health, and I'm worried. I don't want this guy to die off now. So let's run and see. So you can see I still failed to escape because my speed factor is not very high. And when you're escaping, the opponent doesn't actually do damage to you. Tell me in the comments if you think the opponent should do damage or extra damage for failing to escape. See, we can also attack, or we can rest, but resting really doesn't help because our opponent does a lot more damage to us than we rest and generate. So I'm just going to kill my, this is the end, I guess, of the beginning tutorial. I'm going to kill my character off. Actually, I'm just going to kill my character off because if we keep resting, our character isn't going to survive. Yeah, I'll see you once I get this health down all the way to 0. Alright, so, yeah, as you can see, if you lose in this, it will just exit the program, and start a new kernel. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this little, tutorial to the game. Again, I will be putting a link to a download in the description. And hopefully, the next video I release, which will probably be the 2-year special, won't take another 3 months. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.